Hello friends, this is Mike again, coming to you from here. I hope everyone is doing fine. I guess so. I wish you all a wonderful day. I got some thoughts and decided to come out with it as I promised. And this has to do with basically two things that work, opposite one another or opposite each other to hamper our conscious progress in life. And now I'm talking about the state we call fear and then of confidence. And if you see, confidence is a self benefit, is a state of self-confidence, is a state where we are confident in the fact that we are responsible for whatever comes out of our lives. Now this takes care of the fact that confidence is the only thing we have that will bring out whatever we have in our inside that is embedded in us as talent, as passions, as whatever, that will aid to serve others. This can come in different ways. And what self-confidence does is that it gives you the opportunity to stay with this knowledge and understanding that you are responsible for the outcomes in your life, and that it is what is internal that controls what is physical. And fear is internal, just like self-confidence is internal, and two of them conflict each other in their operational benefits for the person of a person. And these two states, rubbing it off left and right in our lives should bring a degree of equilibrium that will at least satisfy our demands and desires in life. And then if it can go to push always towards self-confidence. And self-confidence, like I said, is the direct opposite of fear, because fear brings us into comfort zones and into states where we are not able to make use of our intuitions and make proper use of our ability to know that what is negative for us and what is positive for us. So automatically someone should be able to get inclined towards choosing positive outcomes. And positive outcomes cannot come when you have fear out there poking itself into the matter. And then this brings confidence low, because if we tend to go towards the left and to negative thoughts and that our minds generate towards us, and without making that shift of pushing towards positivity, it's a battle. But if we continue to fight this battle, decipher them, and push towards positivity, towards the right, then it becomes a habit. And when habit gets old, such positive habits, then it becomes freedom. So this is where anytime we entertain those thoughts that seem to weigh us down, seem to bring stress, seem to, no matter the situation actually, because if the situation is like that, it's like that until a solution is proffered. But as long as it is like that, you can't kill yourself about it. You just go towards the right, towards confidence in the fact that no matter the situation, that you are able through your mind to profile a solution intuitively towards solving whatever the matter is. The only way one can acquaint him or herself with probably what I'm saying in my little understanding is to test it. Because if you don't test it, how do you know if it is true or not? So confidence and fear always walk hand in hand, but the only difference is that they conflict one another. While one is positive and the other one is negative. And so the choice is between us to go through the path of pain, which is negativity, or go through the path of freedom and bestowal, which is positivity. So that choice is always ours to make. And it is not easy. I am not saying that it is easy. It is not easy at all, because, the expressions of our current life situations and, situations, sort of, present themselves as our realities. And we anchor our thoughts and our worries over these anxious situations, and therefore we tend to forget the other side, which is the fact that no matter what the situation is, that you are able to abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And the under the shadow of the Almighty in this case is the under the shadow of the confidence and faith that no matter what the situation is, that you are able to transform the situation into a great outcome by shifting from that mood of negativity in the way of thoughts recycled by our minds towards, a state where you are able to look at the problems as they are and allow them to stay where they are. And while you tend to be happy, tend towards being happy, contented, and grateful for whatever you have, for whatever the situation is, let always the right side of confidence take over, because that is the only solution we will ever find within ourselves. It's not outside us. The solution lies within us, not outside. So we are able to look at the fear when they come. Yes, they will come. Our egoistic mind will always bring them, because the egoistic mind always wants us to maintain our normal comfort zones. And so fear is another example of a state that makes us indulge in permanent comfort zones. Opportunities come intuitively every day, every minute of our lives. Opportunities come. I'm talking about this because I know myself. I see them sometimes, you wave them off, but some of these ideas, some of this opportunity, some of this recycled by the same mind that recycle those other thoughts that the state of fear, our conscious fear brings to us, that normally keeps us in those zones where we are unproductive. So confidence is important, and when we understand that it is the direct opposite of fear, then we will tend to go towards the right, towards positivity, because that is the only thing we have after all, because it is what is inside that is seen outside. Our state of consciousness determines our externalized outcome situations in life. This is it, I believe. Maybe, I don't know, but I believe family, because what I was able to do is sometimes I test this thing. They are so simple. When you test them, they are very simple. But the issue is that making them a habit is the problem, because you have to make them a habit so that you always tend to go towards there. And their affirmation, this is where affirmations become necessary to affirm positivity. In spoken words, even in your thoughts, in your mind, you can say, I believe in the power of the universe. If you don't want to say the power of God, you can say the power of the universe or the creator. I believe in the power of the creator, and fear will dissolve. I have tested this and it works. As simple as they are, they work. And the only thing you can do is to test and see. And before you know it, it becomes habit. And when habit gets old and the positive habit gets old, you can imagine what it's going to be, especially in our lives in the moment, and shape the route or the path towards the life of the future. Because the moment determines the future. So the moment is more important. And this is where I call it a day today. I hope this gets to you or resonates with you in any way. I come with you with a heart full of joy and love. And from me, from here, this is Mike. Good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon, depending on your time zone. I love you, friends.
Jet planes in the night sky with you, getting high in the sunrise with you, getting through all the bad times with you. I wasn't missing a thing, no.